can undo what I have done.
Amen.
For those of you who need a substance today, it said, do not be afraid, for I am with you.
All right.
When we look at what we're going through in these times and situations, sometimes we're coming through some difficult times.
Yes, sir.
And it will appear that even when you're going through, it will appear that God is not there.
All right, sir.
Sometimes you have to ask yourself, am I really where I'm supposed to be?
Come on. That sound familiar.
Lord, am I doing what you would have me to do? It would appear that the more things I do for God, look like the more he's distanced himself from me. As my father used to always say, look like the more I talk to y'all, the hard-headed y'all get.
That's it. You remember.
It appears sometimes, Pastor, the more you preach, the more they walk out the door.
Come on.
But I'm here to tell you, don't be afraid,
Don't be afraid.
for I'm with you.
I'm with you.
He says in the word of God, even when you go through deep waters, and deep waters, amen, in this text, means the trials and the tribulations of life. Sometimes it feels like we're drowning in everything. We're doing everything we can. It looks like we're still sinking. But I don't care how far you sink down, God said you're not going to drown. You're going to hit the bottom and got to come back up.
All right.
See, one thing about the saints of God, we know that, in other words, we've been made endure for a night. But joy cometh in the morning. Even when you're going through rivers of difficulties, it seems like if it's not one thing, it's another. You get through one problem and situation, and a lot of times as a pastor, it looks like you're just putting out fires. And I'm running the one fire, putting out this one, and by the time I put that fire out, another one unsprung up. But even when you're going through difficult times of the fires of oppression, he said you will not burn up. I'm reminded of the 3 Hebrew boys, even though they got thrown into the fire furnace, they did not get consumed. Even the ones who threw them in was consumed, but they didn't even get consumed. So even saints of God, I come to encourage you today, even though they look like the fire to make kindle hotter than it was before. I wish I had some help today. Even though when you're going through and look like the devil done turned it up even harder, you ought to tell the devil, I'm not worried about what you're doing, because God said the fire won't consume me. I ought to say to somebody, don't be afraid, I'm with you. You got to know, regardless of who turned their back on me, regardless of who's talking about me, regardless of who has left me, God will never leave me. He said he'll never leave me, nor will he forsake me. So I got to encourage myself, like the songwriter says sometimes. I got to encourage me that I'm going to make it anyhow. I wish I had somebody to tell your neighbor, I'm going to make it.
I'm going to make it.
Pastor, when they talking about your church,
Yes, sir.
and it's not about the location either, you got to know that I'm still going to make it. God has took a ransom from others so we can make it here today. Amen. You don't know how did I get here today. Many tried to stop me today. The devil himself didn't want me to stand here today. But how many know greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world? Stop giving the devil props for he already defeated. So all of you know he's already defeated. You ought to tell somebody, do not be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Amen.
I'm your savior. Nobody else gonna save you. Thank God for my parents, but my parents couldn't save me. Nobody can save me but Jesus. And so Jesus got all the power in his hand. I gotta give God his praise for sending his son, because no one else could have done it. I think I heard Elder Arnold say, we ain't Bishop Mason, I thank God for him starting the Grand Old Church. But if he hadn't come, Jesus had already been here. And since he had been here, holiness is already in this house. Because Jesus came to the house. So don't be afraid. And Pastor, I'm trying to tell you, it might seem like things are scattered sometimes. But God got a way of going back to the east and the west, the north and the south, and gather that which been scattered and bring it back home. I got a little sister that I know God is going to bring back home one day, because I found out that he's the only Savior.
Yes, sir.
If you really be honest with yourself, you knew you shouldn't be saved, not either. Amen. We look good today. But we used to be some nasty scoundrels. You ain't got to say amen. I'll say amen for myself. And somebody say, no, I wasn't. You the worst then. Because the ones who still deny how nasty you really was. I preached a message this morning. In other words, let me see people as they are. A lot of times, once God opened up your spiritual eyes, and you can really understand how nasty and filthy you was. You know I'm telling the truth. You can put on a white shirt inside your house, and it look one way, but I dare you to go out in that sunlight and see what it look like. You can see that nasty ring around the collar outside on it. Don't catch it. I wish I had some real people in here today. But even though you were nasty, God said, I'm still gonna serve you. I'm the only Savior for you.
Yes, sir.
I thank God for our president. I thank God that I live in a time to see someone that looks like me in the highest office on the land. But let me tell some of y'all something, amen. The president, they never saved me. The president don't know my name. But I know somebody who knows my name. The old saints say, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. I'm glad I know somebody that knows Richard, and when he calls Richard, he ain't talking about my daddy, he ain't talking about my son, but he's talking about me.
Go ahead, preacher, preach.
Oh, so when I'm walking through the shadows of the valley of death, I shall fear no evil because he is with me. When the devil whispering, you not going to make it, God said you going to make it anyhow.